Today we will read Madeline Engle's A Wrinkle in Time, the first half of Chapter 7. Chapter 7, The Man with Red Eyes. We knew we were going to be in danger. Mrs. Whatsit told us that. Yes, and she told us it was going to be worse for you than for Meg and me. You stay here with Meg, old sport, and let me case the joint. No, she told us to stay together. She told us not to go off by ourselves. She told you not to go off by yourself. I'm the oldest, and I should go in first. No, Charles is right, Cal. We have to stay together. Suppose you didn't come out and we had to go in after you. Uh-huh. Come on. Do we just knock? There isn't any handle or knob or latch or anything. Maybe there's another way in. Let's try knocking anyhow. Knock, knock. Come on. Where do we go now? There aren't any doors. Let's ask somebody. Could you tell us what the procedure is around here? The procedure for what? How do we see whoever's in authority? You present your papers to the A machine. You ought to know that. Where's the A machine? But there isn't a door or anything. How do we get in? You put your S papers in the B slot. Why are you asking me these stupid questions? Do you think I don't know the answers? You better not play games around here or you'll have to go through the process machine again, and you don't want to do that. We're strangers here. That's why we don't know about things. Please tell us, sir, who you are and what you do. I run a number 1 spelling machine on the 2nd grade level. But what are you doing here now? I am here to report that one of my letters is jamming. Until it can be properly oiled by an F-grade oiler, there is danger of jammed mines. I think I shall have to report you. I'm fond of children and I don't like to get them in trouble, but rather than run the risk of reprocessing myself, I must report you. Maybe that's a good idea. Who do you report us to? To whom do I report you? I wish Charles wouldn't act so sure of himself. Well, to whom then? I'm not on the 2nd grade level yet. Don't, Charles, please don't. I hope he isn't too hard on you, but I've been reprocessed once and that was more than enough. And I don't want to get sent to it, and I've never been sent to it, and I can't risk having that happen. It again. What is it? I'm not sure I want to know. I've had several reports to make lately. I shall have to ask for more A21 cards. Tack. Whoop. You may be detained for a few days, but they won't be too hard on you. Just relax and don't fight, and it will all be easier for you. Zip. What? There's nothing to fear except fear itself. I'm quoting like Mrs. Who. Meg, I'm scared stiff. So am I. Gasp. Charles, don't let go of me. Hold on tight. He's trying to get at me. Let's go back. No, I have to go on. We have to make decisions, and we can't make them if they're based on fear. Looking at him feels like when we passed through the black thing on our way to Camazotz. Cold and dark, and I have been waiting for you, my dears. But how does it happen that there are 3 of you? Oh, Calvin just came along for the ride. Oh, he did he? I hope that it has been a pleasant one so far. Very educational. Let Calvin speak for himself. I have nothing to say. His eyes are red. How strange. Close your eyes, huh? Don't look at his eyes. He'll hypnotize you. Clever, aren't you? Focusing your eyes would, of course, help, but there are other ways. Clap. If you try them on me, I'll kick you. Oh, will you indeed, my little man? It's no good to try to oppose me, and you will soon realize there is no need to fight me. Not only is there no need, but you will not have the slightest desire to do so. For why should you wish to fight someone who is here only to save you pain and trouble? For you and for the rest of the happy, useful people on this planet, I am willing to assume all the pain and responsibility of thought and decision. We'll make our own decisions, thank you. But of course, and our decisions will be one, yours and mine. Don't you see how much better, how much easier for you that is? Let me show you. Let us say the multiplication table together. No. Once 1 is 1, once 2 is 2, once 3 is 3. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Once 4 is 4, once 5 is 5, once 6 is 6. And everywhere that Mary went the lamb was sure to go. Once 7 is 7, once 8 is 8, once 9 is 9. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep. Once 10 is 10, once 11 is 11, once 12 is 12. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Twice 4 is 8, twice 5 is 10, twice 6 is Father, Father. Splendid, splendid. You have passed your preliminary tests with flying colors. You didn't think we'd fall for that old stuff, did you? Ah, I hope not. I most certainly hoped not. If you please, we're only here because we think our father's here. Can you tell us where he is? Ah, your father? Yes, your father. It's not can I, young lady, but will I? Will you then? That depends. Why do you want your father? Didn't you ever have a father? You don't want him for a reason. You want him because he's your father. Ah, but he hasn't been acting like a father lately, abandoning his wife and his 4 little children, gallivanting off on wild adventures on his own. He was working for the government. He never had left us otherwise, and we want to see him, please, right now. My, but the little miss is impatient. Patience, young lady. Patience is not one of my virtues. And by the way, you don't need to vocalize verbally with me. I can understand you quite as well as you can understand me. The spoken word is one of the triumphs of man, and I intend to continue using it, particularly with people I don't trust.